Is China preparing for war with Australia? Chinese warships recently circled all of Australia and announced had live fire drills, and Australia didn't even notice until a Virgin Airlines pilot reported it. That's not a movie plot, that actually happened. So what does that say about Australia's military readiness? And more importantly, is this China just flexing muscles, or are we already in a silent war? 3 Chinese warships from the People's Liberation Army Navy made a pretty bold move. They literally circled the Australian mainland, and not just that, they conducted live fire drills in the Tasman Sea. That's the stretch of water between Australia and New Zealand. The Australian Navy stopped tracking them once they entered international waters. And who finally raised the alarm? A commercial airline pilot flying for Virgin. Seriously, that's how Australia found out that foreign warships were firing weapons near its coast. According to Vice Admiral Mark Hammond, the chief of the Royal Australian Navy, Australia had monitored the Chinese ships while they passed through Indonesia. But once they hit international waters, the Australian Navy backed off. Technically, international waters are fair game. But let's be honest, when the most powerful navy in the world casually circles your continent, maybe keep an eye on them. And this wasn't a casual cruise. According to retired US Marine Colonel Grant Newsham, this was a deliberate show of force. A message from Beijing to Canberra. We are here, we are watching, and we can come closer anytime. But China's strategy isn't about ships and missiles. It's all about soft power, especially in the Pacific. Let's take Tonga, for example. A small island nation of just over 100,000 people. There, China has basically become the new best friend. From flashy government buildings to supermarkets and stadiums, China is everywhere. They've even renovated royal tombs and built a $55 million sports complex. Why? Influence, leverage, and maybe debt. Tonga now owes China $190 million, about a quarter of its entire GDP. And while local officials claim there are no strings attached, we have seen this movie before, haven't we? So where does Australia stand in all this? Well, behind. Australia is only now ramping up defense spending and increasing aid to Pacific nations. They're upgrading warships like HMAS Brisbane with Tomahawk missiles and anti-ship strike capability. But even Admiral Hammond admits that the environment is getting more dangerous. He says governments should invest billions in defense for no reason. Now here's the most chilling part. A former China's PLA colonel, Zhu Bo, bluntly said on camera, if it comes to war, you, Australia, would lose. You don't have enough aircraft, you don't have enough ships, and you're fighting on home turf. He says this isn't aggression, it's just military modernization. But also admits, quite casually, that China doesn't need allies because it's already influential enough. So here's a bigger picture. While Australia and its allies debate, plan, and play catch-up, China's already 10 steps ahead, economically, militarily, and diplomatically. And maybe like Colonel Grant warned, the war has already started. It's not with bullets yet. It's psychological, economic, and strategic. The real question is, who realizes it in time? Let me know what you think about this silent tension in the Pacific. Is China just showing off, or is the West underestimating the long game?